All right. Testing my new chest phone camera holder. Can't walk with it. It's not a anti-vibration thing. That's the President Lincoln's Cottage. We'll do a test walk. It's probably going to be too wobbly. The behind that big tower, that's the Ross Chapel, built in 1840s, modified in 1870s, etc., etc. Anyways, I'm going to do a walking tour called Lincoln's Wild Home, about a mile from my house, and with the U.S. Soldiers Home, and I am right here, President Lincoln's Cottage, and we're going to go down to the General Winfield Scott statue and come back. So stand by. Okay, now we're in the back of Lincoln's home, and the tour will direct you to I hope I'm pronouncing this right, an Osage tree. I know it from, if you do crossword puzzles, you know the word, because it's got 3 vowels in it. And believe it or not, President Lincoln used to sit on his back porch, and here was his view towards downtown Washington, D.C., the mall and all that. So let's go over to the Osage. Okay, that is the Sherman building, and right up there on them ramparts, we had an earthquake back in, I don't know, 2006 or something, and it was damaged. That thing was built in 1840s. The big clock tower thingy was modified in the 1870s and 1890s. But we're over here for the Osage tree. Right here, you see it? Right there, big green thing right there. That's the Osage tree. Let's walk towards it. And Osage tree, been here for a long time. And this is where the tour starts. You're invited to sit here and meditate. You download an app to the phone, and someone talks you through the walking tour and stuff like that. Watch your head. And so I'm going to sit here and start the tour. Listen to it next to the Osage tree. Try to do a little video of this. I solved a mystery. They used to sit at the top of this tower during the 1860s civil insurrection, and the Army used it as an observation post, being so high. Sorry. And but I found out later on that right about here they dismantled it, added a section, and then raised it up again. So it's a lot higher than it used to be. It was 1870 to 1890 sometime. And they're playing music today on the bells. I'm going to continue on with my tour. Okay, Lincoln Cottage tour, virtual tour. You start walking down, you're going to walk down Marshall Drive. These buildings are old. They date back to, some of them back to the 1840s, but most of them around, 1900, 1910 or whatnot. The superintendent of the U.S. Soldiers Home would live in them. Down here they had the chief surgeon, the head doctor that worked on all the sick soldiers and everything. And so you're invited to walk down. We're gonna walk down the road here. We're gonna go all the way down to a General Winfield Scott statue. It was built in 1890. He's the man who started the U.S. Soldiers Home for the Mexican War veterans in the 1840s, And of course, 20 years later, it became very prominent in the insurrection.